Hey-o! It's Tuesday. Let's go.
Man, Tuesday. What is a Tuesday?
What in the world?
Tuesday till now.
Yeah, what have we been doing here? It's great to see you guys. I like seeing your faces.
Last Tuesday, I was shooting off fireworks. I don't know about you guys.
Man.
Yeah, man. A lot of finger blasting. Finger blasting from me.
Don't think that's what he meant.
Wow.
Maybe it was. Maybe
you know,
it
talking
was.
about little firecrackers.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Staying
Yeah.
up late, shooting off firecrackers.
Yep. Yeah, firecrackers. Hitting the like button. That's what he meant.
Yes.
Man. What's up, guys? How you been?
Good.
Been good.
Great now. Man. Missed you guys.
Yeah. Been a minute.
It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, dude. Well, happy belated 4th of July to everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
There was no way. Listen, there was realistically no way. I know, when we accidentally missed the show a couple weeks ago because we all got busy. I know it was like, oh yeah, we'll be back next week. Not thinking, hey, it's the 4th of July the week after. So there was no way we were going to 4th of July show. Are you crazy? Nobody would have been on anyway. It would have been like 2 people. So, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Everybody that's in the live chat, thanks for coming out.
The casting chair right there.
Yep. I wonder what's going to happen with that thing.
I know we got a little catching up to do. See what everybody's been up to. I think we got to get right into it, you guys. Episode 124. We all say we grab a glass. Keep off the grass.
Cherry Pepsi.
Yeah.
Cherry Pepsi.
I got nothing.
That's what it was left over from dinner. I just got done eating dinner, so.
The same, man. Summertime, the nights are getting later and later, and it's harder to make it right at 9 these days. It seems like we were talking just before the show. The kids are staying up later; they don't want to go to bed, so you gotta, have that routine. And the bedtime routine takes way longer because they're fighting it the whole time.
Yep.
The wife's upstairs putting them down right now.
It's summer. I want
It's not even dark yet, Dad. Man, I can hear the kids outside playing. Why do you hate me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so mean. You don't let me make any of your decisions. I can even go to bed.
It was like 8:30. It was like 8:30. My son's like, "Can I go outside and play?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's 8:30 at night." No,
I want you to go to bed so I can go play.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
Dude, my kids have been staying out till like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
See, but that's where you got them. Aren't yours at the age where like they can kind of go do their thing and then like all right, come inside. And they come running around. I mean, I don't know, my kids, if I don't keep an eye on them, they're going to be in somebody's garage, like grabbing their stuff.
So like across the street from me and like 2 houses down is like an intersection into a cul-de-sac, and they have like a whole boatload of friends that live in there. Nice. It's like it's everybody that lives in there, so all kids. So they just scamper on across the street. They, I just stand there and watch them. They make it into the cul-de-sac, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna check up on them in about 20 minutes. And they just go in there and ride skateboards and bikes and kick soccer balls and shoot hoops. So it's a nice, safe spot, no traffic, don't have to worry about them, and like all their friends are in there. So
that's a lot. Servando says the street lights turning on is a sign. Kids. Bedtime.
Lately, like I said, the street lights have been coming on and my kids are staying outside.
Yeah, they're still out there playing.
It's all good. Summertime, man.
Yeah, that's fun. I used to do that when I was a kid. I mean, But yeah, it stays light out till like 10 o'clock, 9:30 here. My daughter's like, I can't go to bed in this light. Like,
Yeah, right.
I'm like,
get those blackout curtains.
we got blackout curtains. Whereas I said, go in your room. It's not light.
Yeah, there's no light in there. Go to sleep.
All right. So what? So it's summertime. The 4th
Summertime.
of July is over. We're getting into mid-July now. How many of you guys, let's see, I think the highest we've gotten is right around 99 that last week. Any of you guys broke 100 yet this year?
99. I haven't got 99 yet.
No,
not that hot. It's been, I think the hottest we had was about 93, 94, somewhere around there. Low 90s.
Same here. All right. Thanks, Strong Clown Guy.
Hey,
thank you, brother.
There he is.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. You know what's been good up here? I don't know about how it's been for you guys, but we have been getting a lot of rain in the Northeast, which is good and bad because it's staying humid. So obviously, big time recipe for fungus, but so far so good. And, the rain's been really good. Keeping everything irrigated and squared away. So that's good news for us.
Yeah, Nate, we're supposed to get some rain too, hopefully here later maybe even tomorrow. I was just going to pull it up to see, but I hope it actually comes. Every time it seems like the closer we get, the percentage goes down. It's like a big giant tease for us.
A lot of words right there together. A lot of opportunities.
Yeah, see now 99 and no rain. Wednesday night, 70%. That'll go down to like 20 by Wednesday afternoon, I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's
probably.
Ridiculous. 94, 90, 92, 93. Fucking hell, you guys. 102 next Thursday. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Don't you wish you could?
Texas?
I've heard it said a million times, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like, don't you wish you could just have a job where you could be wrong all the time and it doesn't matter?
Exactly.
Like, I was wrong, and you keep your job. Like, it's not a problem. You're not going to get fired. You're not going to get reprimanded. You're not going to get demoted or. Nothing's going to suffer. You're not going to lose money.
Yeah.
They
should at least have like stats where they track them. Like each weatherman has a stat.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Like 1-0, are they 2-2? Like, and then
if they could do it for baseball players, they can do it for weather people, right? Like, why not?
Yeah, but in baseball, you can bat 300 and get in the Hall of Fame in baseball. So that means the weatherman can be wrong 7 out of 10 times.
That's true.
Hall of Fame weatherman.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh,
I told my boss that the other day. I was like, MLB players can fail 7 out of 10 times and still be in the Hall of Fame. I said, you think I can do that? He's like, no, not a chance.
Not a chance, bro.
Yeah, I'm mowing once a week, and there are sections of the grass where I don't even need to mow. I got hot spots all over the place. I got spots that are just kind of looking pretty darn dormant, just kind of chilling or really slow going. And other sections are growing like gangbusters, doing really well. And it's not even has to do with my irrigation. It's just like, you could just, if you look out of the grass, I'm sure some of you guys probably seen similar stuff where some spots are doing really well, and it maybe has to do with soil conditions or compaction or something, but I'm definitely getting some uneven growth, uneven color. There you go. Mm-hmm. This doesn't really do it justice. It looked really good later in the afternoon, but this was like
what you're saying. You got spots that are like green. It almost looks like some that's going dormant.
Yeah. Right, exactly. I think that's exactly what's going on. Is I'm chasing my tail over here. Like I don't know that I'm going to be able to catch up. I'm just going to have to try to maybe maintain until the fall, and I don't know. We'll see what happens.
But Bill, are you noticing like how much larger is this lawn from your previous lawn?
So my previous lawn, the whole front and back was about 5,000 square feet, and this front section right here is 5,000 square feet.
I was just going to ask, like,
my entire yard.
I was going to ask, like, are you noticing with a bigger lawn, like, more sprinklers, more just time, more just everything? Are you noticing like it's a little bit harder? The sprinklers don't really hit everywhere. I have to have some spots that like I have to kind of pick and choose. Like the main front area here, closer to the garage is like, that's the part where it's closest to the cameras, closest to my, when you're taking pictures and people are driving by. So I make sure that area gets nice and hit with the sprinklers. But further in the back, I'm not so worried. The property line, not so much. And then I haven't done a darn thing to my backyard this year. You guys don't want to see my backyard. It's better than I actually expected, but it's not, it looks like the rest of the neighborhood, honestly, because I haven't done anything. So it's all dormant and bare spots and stuff. But so yes, I'm not doing the whole yard anymore. but yeah, I mean, all week those things, every day of the week, those things are going because I got six different zones, and I got 5 days a week. So other than Saturday, Sunday, there's always sprinklers going every day somewhere.
Yeah,
but we'll see. We'll see if I can. I don't know.
So you're watering every day, but you're not hitting the same zone.
No, each zone gets 1 hour twice a week. So this section here, those guys go for an hour Tuesday, Thursday. The other section, each of those goes for an hour Monday and Friday.
You know how many inches you're getting in that hour?
I haven't measured it. I measured it at my old place forever ago, and it took about an hour to get maybe about half an inch of water-ish.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So I just kind of assumed the same thing. I got some cups to check it out, and I was going to do that. I just haven't gotten around to it. I wanted to kind of maybe make a video talking about it, but I'm just lazy. Just haven't gotten around to doing that yet.
So do those 2 Melnors cover that whole area?
Yeah, they don't quite get to the bottom left corner where you can see my shadow and stuff. That one in the front doesn't quite hit that because it's kind of a V-shaped section there. And I want it closer to the driveway where, I'll see it more so than the side of the yard. But
gotcha.
So not quite. But the back one
does. A good comment there, Bill. If you have ever done any wedding agents and do like a check plot.
I could, yeah. So what I did, I tried to go pull some plugs in some hot spots that I had, and the ground was so hard that I couldn't barely get like a quarter, maybe half an inch down. And those same spots I went maybe a week or two ago after I had the sprinklers going, and now I can actually pull some core. So I know the irrigation is definitely helping. I still can't get down super far, but it's definitely an improvement. And then other areas that are nice and green and lush, I can go way down on those. So I know it's definitely there's some issues with probably shallow roots and stuff in some of these sections that, I just need to do some real heavy aerating and just keep working the soil every fall, and hopefully the lawn will get better.
Zach,
maybe one of these years I can convince the wife to let me kill it all off and put down some primo seed or something.
Bill, do you notice like that green spot? Is that coming off your eave spout from all your rain?
Yep.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, well, at some point you got some rain because it's nice and green around your downspout.
Exactly. Yeah. And you could, if you get close, the pictures, it's hard to really see, but there are, spots where you see the big, thick fescue blades, and those things are nice and green. And then all the other finer blades are just, looking like that. But yeah, that spot, that little drain just kind of runs out into the lawn. So yeah, look a little better.
Yeah. Nice.
No, cool. Yeah, sometimes it's best just to do nothing, honestly, in water. Like, I know like people are talking about like different things put down and stuff to help. But sometimes when you're like in a situation like this, sometimes it is best just to do nothing and wait it out till fall. But
yeah,
that's not.
I feel like it's right now it's like doing all those extra things. And I did do some of that stuff earlier on to see, but we're at the point now where it's like, that stuff you're playing around the margins. Water is probably the only thing that's going to make any kind of a difference, really. It's like you want to go on a diet, so you start eating apples as well as pizza because apples are healthy. It's like, well, that's not really how you lose weight. Similarly, I could put down some surfactant, I could put down some humic acid, something like that. But if I'm not watering, what good is it?
I was looking not quite like this, but I was getting close to being like this, and I just didn't do shit. Like I missed the fertilizer window for sure, but I'm just gonna. For a minute, I was thinking I was gonna let it ride till fall, but then, yeah, I ended up kind of bouncing back, but I didn't do anything to my lawn for like a good month or two.
Yeah, so. We were super dry at the beginning of like summer, so going probably end of May, first week or probably first 2 weeks of June, it was super dry and things were starting to get crispy.
God.
That's what he spent $5 on.
The picture I'll pull it up.
Yeah, take a picture.
Give it some riz. Yeah.
But I was kind of in the same boat, Bill. Like it was really dry. It didn't rain in 6 weeks. Even longer, and then it started to get hot, and it was starting to get bad. And then we got a couple good rainstorms. I posted that one reel where I was like standing in my covered front porch, and like, oh, it's raining.
Yeah, buddy.
And but since then, it's been raining like probably once every like 10 days or so. So it's
it's getting you something.
It hasn't been a ton of rain, but it's been like get some nice thunderstorms that roll through. They'll last about an hour, and then they clear up and move out. But it's enough to have kind of helped it rebound, trying to keep it going.
half is just getting that timely rain,
Yeah.
Let that rain where the clouds kind of hang out and gives it time to soak in before the sun makes it all go away.
Yep.
Seems like we've been getting a lot of like nighttime rain, which can't really do anything about it. You know what I mean? That's one of those things. Or like tonight, we're supposed to get rain from 10 p.m. to like 7 a.m. I'm like, God, I love the rain, but not really when I want it. But whatever.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of. That's what a lot of ours have been too. Is like nighttime thunderstorms, and then the next day it's like humid as hell. So I'm just I'm just waiting till I walk out there one day and see, fungus popping up. So I've been debating whether or not to put down something to try to prevent it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys prevent fungus, or do you correct it when you start to see it?
I do preventative.
I correct it when I see it. That's, but if I was really on top of it, I probably would go with prevent. But normally, when I see it, I spray it. I'm ready. Like I have some Zoxystrobin liquid ready to roll, but I probably should get it down next opportunity I get. I'm trying to load up pictures of your lawn right now, Brent, but it's taking forever.
Don't worry about it.
To me, on that question, Brent, it goes back to like the weatherman conversation. It's like when I plan stuff around the weather, it's like, oh, I'm going to put this down because it's supposed to rain, and then it doesn't.
Yep.
So then it's like, well, either I have to water or something, or you get busy and you can't water, and you're like, well, crap, I just put fertilizer down. I haven't watered in 3 days, and so then, or you get an untimely rain. So to me, I don't know. I kind of look at it like I can throw it down as a preventative and have a much bigger window of error, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Versus waiting to have it and then being like, oh crap, now I got to react. So
sure.
And last couple of years, I've bought basically in my mind like three applications, and I'll just do that with like Disease X. It's very easy to spread and just kind of a general fungicide.
Oh, for
so
sure.
I'll put it down about every 6 weeks, starting like early June, late May. Put it down about every 6 weeks. I plan 3 apps over the summer, and then like I said, if I have to, if it gets out of control, I do have like some propizonicol on hand that if I had to go spot spray or something like that, I could. But I try to prevent.
I got a couple hose end sprayers of the Bio Advanced Propiconazole, and I did one last Saturday or Sunday, and then I'll do another one this Saturday or Sunday. I'm partially colorblind, so like I can tell my lawn is like different colors and stuff, but I have to ask my wife, like, what does that look like to you? Does that look uniform? I'm not good at identifying stuff. I'm just seeing like something doesn't seem right. The lawn's obviously struggling. I know there's heat stress going on, but I also know it's been hot and humid, and I've started irrigation now, and I'm really trying to blah, blah, blah. So that, it wouldn't hurt to throw it, to do a propiconazole application. And then I'll figure I'd get that second bottle for that 14-day follow-up, and we'll see what happens. And, I'll keep watering because I don't really want to stop watering. I want to try to maintain as much as I can. But again, with the humidity and everything else, I figured it wouldn't hurt to do it. If anything, hopefully it'll give me a little bit of help if there is some fungus going on.
So yeah, here, Brent, here's yours.
Yep.
So this is current.
Yeah, this was today.
So yeah, we were talking beforehand. So do you think most of your brown is from like seed stalks or dead seed stalks or whatever the case may be?
Yeah, a lot of that brown up near the street, those little it looks kind of patchy. They almost look like patches, but yeah, that's what it is. Because I was looking at it, kind of close up. I should have taken a close up picture of them. But yeah, when it was dry, into May, beginning of June, when it was dry, it I was getting a lot of like kind of heat stress there, and I was getting a lot of seed stalks. Like it was shooting up a lot of seed stalks. And I have purposely not mowed it super low to try to chop those up. But I'm thinking I mowed tonight before I took the picture, and it's still, I don't know what the height of cut exactly is on it, but I'm thinking that I might take it down a little bit lower, like this weekend or maybe Friday if I get a chance to mow. I might take it down another notch or two and take it lower and then break out the sprinklers and just try to make sure that I'm, getting good water on it since it'll be lower, and, see how it rebounds and see if I can regain a little bit of color. But overall, it's not bad. I mean, it still looks better than.
Yeah, I mean, you're striping. Yeah, it's looking not doing bad at all.
Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit better there.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit. You can kind of see where some of those seed stalks were like, popping up, right there. So I got a couple things, that I'm planning, kind of like right along that curb line. I guess you could call it a curb line. I don't know why we don't have curbs in my neighborhood, but right along that line there's a lot of like field fescue in there. So I'm actually thinking that this fall I might just like freaking kill off, like, I don't know, probably a good 2 feet off of the curb, and see and then just totally replant that area, because there's a not a ton, but there's a decent amount of like field fescue, like, clumping fescue.
Yeah.
That's kind of creeped in there over the years. And, 9 times out of, most of the time it doesn't look terrible, but it's,
I have a lot of that too.
A little bit. So
I just always am scared I have a similar situation on like where there's some like, the grassy fescue, whatever you want to call it. And then, but I'm scared if I kill it and I seed it, that spot's just going to look so much darker and better
than everything else.
Like a big
That's my fear too.
So,
I have seen it. Yeah.
It's got to be all or nothing, I think.
Right.
Well, yeah, and I've gone back and forth. I talked about this before, but I've gone back and forth about like, I really like that side yard that I did in the 365 that I planted on Labor Day last year. Oh yeah, it's turning out really good.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm finding myself really wanting to do that with like the whole yard. The problem with that is if I do that and I keep it, because if I did it, I would probably want to invest in a reel mower. I mean, this looks pretty good, and this is just using my regular rotary mower on like the second to lowest setting. It's not even as low as I can get it. Yeah,
1.5 or 2 or so.
It's about an inch. Okay, it's about an inch, and
nice.
It's been holding on through the summer. Like, I don't have irrigation. It's been holding on pretty good, and I kind of would like to do that in the whole front yard. I could keep it that height and it would still look absolutely phenomenal. But I'd kind of like to reel mow. The only problem with that is I have that huge oak tree in the front yard, and I would have to be super diligent about acorns if I get a reel mower. So I'm not really sure if that's actually a viable option for me to reel mow in the front. As much as I have talked about it and would like to do it, I don't know if it's really viable with the amount of acorns that fall off that tree.
Is it something you have to be out there like every day collecting them up throughout the season, or what?
Yeah, throughout the fall, like in the fall, I definitely get out there and I have to like hand rake out like the whole front yard, like every
I want to know if you did reel mow it, or at least, where you could keep it shorter, could you get one of those little rolly things maybe where they could just kind of scoop them up like golf balls? Like, could that make it easier to collect them versus tall grass? I don't know.
Maybe, or maybe it would just be easier to hit it with a leaf blower and blow them off. I don't know.
Yeah. True.
Either way, but I like
the side piece here. That does look pretty cool.
Dude, I love that, and I wish it was even bigger. But it just makes me so much happier that I went ahead and did it. And I'm
glad it turned out so well for you. I mean,
and I've been hitting it with some sand too, and try to keep getting it more and more level. I just been like bringing like 5-gallon buckets of sand back from my in-laws, because they have that really nice sandy loam, which is like USGA grade, like primo kind of like sandy loam. So I've been bringing back buckets of that. Like every time I go down there, I'll just bring like 2 buckets down. I'll sift it out. I'll sift it out real good.
Nice.
And then I'll just been hand spreading it like with a shovel. I did the one reel on it. So I've been doing that kind of throughout the summer. I think I've done that about 3 or 4 times. Just a little light coating over top of it. And I'm just going to keep doing that and keep trying to build a little sand cap on top of it. And, but I'm loving that side yard. Like, it really makes me wish like that was my whole lawn.
Do you ever just go out there and like throw on your earbuds and like listen to some music and just walk around barefoot or anything?
Oh yeah, dude, all the time. Every time I go take the trash out, I take my shoes off.
Corona and a lime, just kind of hanging out in your side yard.
You should turn that into like one hole of like mini golf.
Oh yeah.
Well, I do want to get I don't know if I can get it low enough to actually like putt on it, because it's bluegrass and because I don't have a good reel mower for it. because my little push reel mower doesn't go low enough.
Yeah.
And that's why I've been using my rotary, because I can get it lower with my rotary mower than I can with my Scott's push mower, Scott's push rotary. So that's why I've been rotary mowing it. But I would like to get it. I was thinking about getting a cup and putting it in somewhere over there. But
That'd be sweet.
It's pretty cool.
No, yeah, that's
Nate,
cool.
is that a current picture of your yard back there, man?
Behind me?
Yeah.
No, that's that was this spring. No, that was fall. That was
Well, I'm
last
going to
fall.
see how yours is looking.
How you looking now, though, man? Tell us a
Yeah,
little
I'm
bit about
trying to
that.
load yours up right now. What you been up to, Nate? Olee, we'll save you for the end because you sent me a book.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I apologize.
No, it's good. Nate, what's been going on your lawn?
Yeah, so I mean, basically following my same plan I've followed the last couple of years. And just kind of staying on it, trying to stay with my plan as far as fertilizer every about 6 weeks, nothing more than a half pound when I am applying.
How much have you applied then year to date?
I'd have to look at my spreadsheet. I would say probably less than 2 pounds, probably so far. I don't do like a fall blitz or anything like that. I just stay consistent throughout the whole year and just keep putting it down. Not really spoon feeding per se, but just like I said, about every 6 weeks throwing it down. Try to target about 4 pounds every year. Sometimes I end up at, I think last year was like 3.9. Like, year before was like 4.2. So it just kind of depends on, a lot of times it's what I got left on the shelf and what I just want to throw. But just been using all Pro Pete this year. I was going to, around a couple of weeks ago, I was going to put down an application of Lawngenuity, which I usually do in the summertime. But I switched it up and did an application of 11-11-11 from Pro Pete.
Ooh, yeah.
So my lawn was low in potassium and phosphorus, so I thought actually that was a better even application that I wanted to put down. So I did that. But other than that, just kind of spraying, humic or seaweed kelp products, which my lawn responds to very well. So I do that probably every 6 weeks as well, kind of in between my fertilizer. And then other than that, just kind of experimentally playing around with some stuff. I've never, ever done molasses before. And tonight I got home and I told my wife I was going to go out and spray some fungicide because that's what my plan was. And no one's going to rain like several days and be in the high 80s, low 90s. I was like, might as well do that. And then I don't know, I got home and I saw that molasses sitting on the shelf. And so I grabbed it and did a little bit of that with some Thatch Buster from Turf Titan and just did it on my front yard. It's funny because I got done and my son comes out and goes, "Oh, that's so much greener." And I'm like, dude, it's been like 10 minutes. He's like, at first he comes out and says, "Dad, I don't know if you should do that." He's like, "You're going to kill the lawn." And I'm like, "No, it'll be fine." So he comes back out, like literally I get done. He's like, "Oh yeah, that worked. It's so much greener already."
You're like,
a positive attitude is a lot better than a negative,
buddy.
He's got a good attitude.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Your pictures are so big, they're still loading. But
are you sure he's not going to ask you to buy him a toy or something tomorrow? Just like pumping you up, "Oh, Dad, no, your cross looks really good today. Hey, by the way, that new Transformer movie, the Miss Panel."
Actually,
did you see the new Power Ranger sword, Dad? My chance.
No, he's actually been my little like buddy because my watering plan. I talked about on the show a few weeks ago how I got rid of timers and got rid of any quick connects and all that because of like the smaller inlet size. It just depletes the pressure. Well, so I have also said how the city had called and made their annual phone call of saying, "Hey, do you have a leak because your water bill went up?" And my wife says, "No, it's that time of the year." So my wife went out and did it. She actually went out and got a meter from the city that you can hook up to your external spigots.
Oh, nice.
You rent them for, I think it's like $25 for a couple of weeks. And then you don't have to pay sewer on your irrigation. So it's a way of, because sewer's like.
That's honestly that's good.
That's nice that they do that.
It's like the sewer's like 4 times the price of water. So basically they called and my wife knows from living here, she knows some people and they told her like, you could save at least probably $100 to $200 just from using these.
And then
So
that'll make it more affordable for you to actually water.
Yeah. Which we have a running kind of agreement that in the summer we just don't even open the bill. It goes straight to recycling. It's just kind of that agreement. But yeah, so hoping to save some money there. But the negative side of it is everything is like half inch. And and so what you hook up to the spigot is like a half inch hose at best. And then it like coming out of the meter, what you have to crank open, and they're tiny as can be as well. So I went back to like losing all this pressure, right? So it's kind of disappointing, figuring out like, okay, I can cover everything, and then when I put them up to these, like I'm not getting the coverage. So I kind of had to rethink my sprinklers a little bit. But anyways, I'm still I was like, I'm not going to use timers. I'm just going to kind of do it this way. So like Bill, like you said, you kind of hit one spot one day and then you move it to another spot. So I kind of been doing that. So like in the morning when I go to work, I'll set up my sprinklers, or the night before, whatever, but I'll set them up and I'll turn them on and run them. And then my wife will turn them off when she goes to work, which is about 45 minutes, which is kind of where I want to be. And then my son, when he gets up, he goes out, gets them out of the yard, and puts the sprinklers back away for me every day. Nice. So the hoses aren't sitting out in the yard all day long.
You got a little family machine running there.
Team effort there, yeah.
Exactly. So it's been kind of cool. But yeah, so
tell me your pictures are too large, man. I'm trying to figure it out. I just sent you guys
too large.
No big deal. But
20 megabytes for images. So yeah, and yours were over 20 megabytes. I remember looking at it.
Yeah, like 23 or something. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm very happy with where my lawn is in July in the Midwest. Usually at this time I'm in survival mode. I'm just happy with any amount of color I have. But right now my lawn's green and mowing 2 to 3 times a week still. And I usually only water about maybe 2-3 days a week max. So,
all right.
But I'm happy. We'll take it.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see how that molasses does for you.
Yeah.
I did molasses. I want to say maybe 6 weeks ago. I put some molasses down, and I did one application of molasses. And I've been doing real light spoon feeding applications of 600.
That's not mine.
I know. I don't know where the hell that came from.
Mine, the lawn, man. Lawn of the week.
That was a previous
that is. Maybe they should.
Yeah, I'm trying to delete out the old pictures I have in here. That will help.
That's current.
I actually bought went to Home Depot this morning to buy a little pressure gauge that you can put in, screw into your outside spigot. I was just curious to see, because I never knew what's my pressure. I feel like my pressure sucks. And right now it's sitting right at 60, and I'm going to leave it there to see what it peaks out at some point. I guess you can do that to see what your peak is, but I guess my PSI is 60. Yeah, you just screw right into the little thing. You just open it up. Yep. I'll check that one. I got one other one I'll check just to see if there's any difference, and just out of curiosity. But yeah,
do you hook your hose up to it too? So your spigot and then that and then the hose, and you can see it the whole time it's running?
No. It's almost like a tire pressure gauge, but just for your water. You just screw it in, turn the thing on, and just sits there the water pushes against it and it checks the pressure as you throughout the day or whatever. I was hoping I'd have 80, but man, I only got 60 PSI. So.
You should check it, but don't do. I guess I don't know. I'm sure
you're talking about checking water pressure, deadhead.
Yep, basically, yeah. I was just curious. It was $12 to buy a gauge. I was like, I'm going to check it out, and I might. Anyway,
that's what your pressure is, deadheaded, not actually flowing through an orifice.
That's true. Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You should check it.
What it's like orifice flowing is what I
want.
You
should check it at different times of the day. Check it in the morning, afternoon, evening. Just see.
I'm leaving it on overnight, so I'll get tell me what the peak is, and then I'll see what it says in the morning before work, and when I get home. Yeah, I'm just out of curiosity, and then I'll do the other one too. Just to kind of see.
Well, either way, that's good to know, because you kind of need to know what your water pressure is when you do irrigation, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that,
especially if you ever get irrigation installed, it's kind of good to know where you're at.
Heads and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is that'll help them kind of get an idea of how to lay out the zones and how big the zones could be?
I would imagine maybe it helps you kind of predict
maybe better, like how much spread you're going to get from your whatever or something. Maybe I don't know, like
how
far
many
to
heads
space
you
them
could
apart.
put on each zone and what kind of coverage you'd expect to get, and then how many zones you would need. I think that all kind of factors into.
Like you could probably calculate it out with a model of head you get, I would imagine. And here's my PSI. What should my the calibration, whatever. I'm sure you probably would still want to measures to get that real like empirical kind of whatever. But
yeah. I'd be interested to see. I don't know how they do it. I'd be interested to see how the irrigation companies measure that, because kind of like Olee's saying, I wonder if they have like a flow, like an actual flow meter, or if they're doing the same kind of meter that you're talking about. So
normally they do a bucket test.
Oh yeah, that's another way you could do it too.
That way you can see how many gallons. Yeah, how many gallons you got a minute, and then that's going to majorly change from your hose bib. If you're actually starting from scratch, you'll hook to the main, and you'll either have a 3/4 or a bigger meter.
That's true too.
1 inch or a 3/4, yeah.
And then then that way you can see your flow, and then that way you can put X amount of heads per zone.
That makes sense.
But don't a lot of them have pressure regulators within the heads though? Like I was thinking that's what
I know some of the hunters do.
Yeah, I was thinking they were like 40 psi if I remember the conversation. I was thinking that's what they were, 40, 45, something like that.
I don't know. We need to have
Brian. I thought Brian was talking about that one time.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Let's go back and watch the Hunter episode. Well, who's up next?
I'm trying everything to pull up Nate's pictures right now.
Well,
don't worry about it. No big deal.
If you can't, I want to
just go to my Instagram and look at my pictures and leave a comment. There you go.
He does have an Instagram.
Can we
spin? What about you, Zach? How have you been faring through the summer so far?
Can we spin a wheel?
Oh, sure.
I offered some goodies.
Who's making the wheel?
Not
me. I can't read and write. Not me. Not me. I can't read and write.
Here, I'm trying to compress yours now. The Olee's is too big too.
That's what I always hear.
I was just trying to share my screen so I could just show it from there, but I'm trying to compress them right now. But I was like with the seed stocks and everything, I was dealing with the same thing as you, Brent. Mine looked pretty similar to that, and it was like I kind of think I might have had a lot of POA that I didn't know, that I didn't see. And it went dormant. And I think I have some POA triv that went dormant that I just couldn't tell because it was just mixed in with darker grass. Yeah. But I ended up scalping mine. And I don't have any pictures of my lawn like striped up right now because we've just been playing in the lawn all week. The past few weeks, we've just been playing in the lawn. But this did have a lot of brown in it. You can see there's really not much weeds in there. So it's looking a lot better than it was.
Hey, real quick, Olee, what would we spin for if we do a wheel?
Some Earthworks hose and sprayers. It's Earthworks by Home, so I guess type in the Earth EW number 4H. No, yeah. There you go.
EW4H. Okay, I got the wheel names up, so I'll be watching. Hope there's.
So how about this one, real quick aside? Speaking of Earthworks, I walked into work the other day, and this chick that I work with goes, "Oh, hey, I met a guy that you know over the weekend down at the beach," and I was like, "Really?" And she goes, "Yeah." So my family's house is like next door to another family's house, and like their kid was there, and he was there with his kids. And his name's Jack Higgins. And I was like, "Yep." She goes, "I told him where I worked, and we got to talking. He's like, 'Oh, do you know Brent?' And he goes, and she's like, 'Yeah, I work with him every day, And
that's pretty cool.
So that was pretty funny. So I hit Jack up like right away. I was like, "Oh, that's so funny." So I hit Jack up. I was like, "Yo, small world. I heard you met a friend of mine." He goes, "Yeah, how about it?" So there's another little connection with Jack. I work with his cousin, and chick I work with, her parents have a shore house right next to his parents. Who knew?
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Small world, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, man, I can't get these pictures to show up. But anyway, so yeah, I bounced back a little bit. I scalped it, not scalped it, but I went down about 2 notches lower. I cut a lot of that brown off, and then the green kind of came back and grew through it when I was expecting rain for a few weeks. So I was pretty happy with that. And now lately, and it's not ideal, and I'm not recommending it to anybody, but I've been spraying out a lot of weeds. Just trying to. Last year, I regretted not trying to spray out some of the weeds, and when I got to fall, it was like a lot to do right before doing some overseeding. So I've kind of been trying to take care of that stuff now. Oh yeah, I was throwing around those little planes.
The best.
But I had like right here, I had like a crack weed, and this is really close to my turf. And so normally, you just spray out with glyphosate or burn it, but it was all across my edge of my turf. I had a lot of crack weeds, so I used a selective herbicide. Actually, I used Sublime, which has mesotrione, triclopyr, and dicamba all mixed. And I was spot spraying with that. And yeah, I mean, this was within 3 days after application. I mean, and I didn't have to worry about it harming my
crushed it.
I didn't have to worry about harming my turf beside, like I could overspray into my turf and I didn't have to worry about it. And so I've been really going after weeds lately. A lot of clover. I don't have any pictures of the clover, but that's kind of been my thing, is I've been walking the lawn whenever I have an opportunity with my backpack and spot spraying. I don't really have many weeds, but I'm just trying to get all of them. So.
Yeah. No, it looks great, man. I mean, you definitely crushed them. And then, like I was saying before, I think, because we were talking before the show, I think that cutting it low to get rid of some of those seed stalks. I mean, obviously the results are right there, because it looks
when I did it
great.
I have like a spot in the backpack where I took it down even a little lower, and I actually raked up all the clippings. I mean, it was brown. I had like a brown circle or like a square. And my daughter was like, why is the grass dead out there? Because I scalped it so low. And like it's actually like, if you look, it's like where that maple tree is. It's like in front of it towards my daughter in her car, but there's like a square right there. And I really took that baby down because that was all brown. And it came, I mean, luckily I got rain for a couple of days after not having it for a while. And it came back quick. Yeah. So like, I mean, sometimes, I don't know, I think at that point I was like, I'm just going to take the risk. Like, it's looking brown. I'm just going to go for it. If not, whatever, I can fix it. Like, so, boys, in a few weeks.
Let's see, Stripe Life and Olee Poole, you guys are omitted.
Thank you. Sorry.
Derek, Lawn Assassin, you put in there twice. EW $H. Get out of here. You're not going to get me, kid. All right, what else? Anybody else? Eddie. Okay. I think I almost got it here.
I want to use some Earthworks for home.
Let's go. I'm using that triple 3 in the fall when I aerate. I'm going to dump it on there.
I got a bag in the garage.
I'm going to dump it, just like Jack was saying. I'm gonna try it out. He said, try it. I'm going to try it. See if it works. Follow along. I'm gonna try it at my house and at my in-laws.
333 is very impressive, especially at.
Boy, we're talking about everything right now other than Lawn of the Week.
Okay.
That's the only thing
right now. We do need to get to that. It's been a couple weeks.
That's the music.
Here on
Rusty.
KOTG, we do a little thing called KOTG Lawn of the Week. Those of you who are into lawn care like we do and have an Instagram account, take a picture of your lawn. Maybe some stripes. Maybe an early morning, sexy, dewy lawn. Hashtag KOTG Lawn of the Week. We're checking that hashtag. We're all following it, looking at it throughout the week, debating it, throwing pictures back and forth in our chat, and we pick who we think has the sexiest lawn of the week to be our KOTG Lawn of the Week. Winners get their choice of Pro Peat fertilizer, whatever you can get from the Home Depot website or their fossil product. Let's see. What else might be in? You want to do it on a post or a reel. Don't do it on a story because those disappear. And a lot of us are busy. We can't get all the stories every day or whatever. We'll miss it. So something that'll stick around. And let's see. Eternal bragging rights, of course. You get featured on the KOTG Instagram page. You get in the Discord, the old El Presidente, a drunk lawn guy, will give you an invite to the KOTG Lawnmower Week Members Club. So yeah, and this week is a two-time winner. We couldn't, we really tried to do first time guys as much as we can, but some of these two-time winners, there's a reason why they're a two-time winner. They've already shown us they can do it before, and obviously they're doing it again. So this week, Lawn Freedom is our two-time keep off the grass.
Man, he's looking good, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yes, he is.
Yep. It's so good.
Zach, do you have one of the driveway pics where it looks straight down the driveway?
I do. That's what I like.
Yeah, I love that picture right there.
I grabbed 3 pictures, and those were that was one of them.
Yeah.
Like the house that sits back,
speaks to me.
Stripes down the driveway, like just leading right up to the house.
It's like a racetrack.
It's cool. He takes care of like the sides just as much as the main drag. 'Cause to be honest, I mean, I definitely would take care of the sides, but I would consider just fertilizing the front only, but that looks cool.
It looks so good.
Yeah,
What?
he's even got.
He's saying that's his first win.
Is it?
Is it?
No way.
Shoot, we thought he was a winner already.
I thought he had won, but
I
if
thought he
not,
won
well,
too.
congratulations.
Well,
Welcome
there
to
you
the
go. All right.
Oh, shit.
We
We all
did
thought
do
it was a
first-time
two-time
winner.
Now you got to work to get it a second time.
We just assumed surely he's won before. Look at him. His lawn amazing.
We showed his lawn off when he was on. When he came
Probably
on.
been
Oh,
overlooked.
yeah, maybe.
We probably overlooked him several times, saying, "I can't have a two.
Yeah,
Can't have a
probably
two-time
did.
winner."
We just got to give up that rule and just start picking this shit because there's probably so many people we've debated. Oh no, they fucking won! Like,
Oh yeah.
We may have passed over others.
Whoops.
Amateur hour over here, guys.
Well, I mean, how many Lawn of the Week winners have we had at this point? I mean, we've had so many. It's kind of hard to keep track of it, at least in your brain.
Well, in our mind, you are.
Yeah,
And with
winner.
that being said, big thank you to Pro Pete for sticking with us.
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh,
Yeah, Pro Pete's phenomenal. Great partner to have. Great fertilizer.
yeah.
Awesome
imagine?
company. Awesome people.
The money that they've gave away, I mean, thousands.
Even in shipping. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything like so.
Thank you,
make
Pro
sure-
Pete.
Yeah, make sure you guys tell them thanks on their Instagram or whatever. If you ever comment on their post,
Or when you get your bag, do a shout out to us, to them. Big thank you. They keep us going. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Spread them like wildfire on social media. Help them out. Get them some followers. Get them some new customers. New people that can try it. Post your results. Be honest about it.
Yep.
Because you're gonna love it. You're gonna be impressed, and share the love.
Yep.
yeah, and I even know people like Eli and a couple others who stopped at their booth at GIE and said,
Yeah.
it said something about KOTG. They really hooked him up with a lot of stuff. So, speaking of that, Olee.
Yeah.
I have a
Oh,
wheel.
shoot. Look at that.
Oh wait. Oh.
Let's go. $12. Hey, I went this morning to the gas station. I got 2 biscuits, 2 Mountain Dews,
This
a candy bar, and I spent $14 goddamn dollars. And the first thing popped in my head said was for $12.50. You can be registered to go to a Quip Expo.
That's right.
If you do like I did the first year and wait, it cost me $80 to get in at the gate the first year, and I stood there for an hour and a half.
You did.
yeah.
You pay this now, you save money, and you walk right in the gate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
If
way
you
better.
don't go, you waste.
Way better than standing in line for an hour and a half.
Yeah, it cost me
Trying to get
$80. Yeah, and I was watching everybody just walk in, and y'all were gone.
That's a good point. Where is the belt?
Yeah. It's a curious one.
I thought
Man, I'm trying to pull your guys' pictures up here. This is
I thought it
pissing.
was getting shipped to Dave. Is who I thought it was going to.
I remember seeing somebody recently within the last couple weeks.
It was Lake Effect Lawn had it.
That's right.
And
Yes.
I thought he said he was going to send it to Dave.
Yeah. He did make a post, and he was like, "Oh, the belt's going out."
We'll have to follow up on that.
We do. Either that or start
That
a new tradition. I don't know.
I would think if Dave had it, he's going to be posting left and right.
Oh yeah,
he's going to wear it to work.
Probably put it in turtles. Put it on them turtles.
That's another small world story that I have. Is I know a guy, so I have this other friend of mine, and I want to get him on the show actually too. He's a superintendent at a country club. It's kind of like our home club here, and he knows Dave Bilecki, and me and him were just sitting around talking one day, like having a drink, and he's like, oh yeah, I have this friend of mine, and he did his whole front yard in Piranha Bend, and I was like, I know a guy that did his whole front yard in Piranha Bend. His name's Dave, and he was like, yeah, Dave Bilecki, and he's like, yeah, I know him, so they know each other through the golf world. So, dude, small world stuff. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really funny, right?
Well, Dave's probably really not that far from you, is he?
He's up in Syracuse. So I mean, a couple hours, but yeah, it's not. It's relatively close. I mean, it's not. It's not like not 10-hour drive or anything. It's still pretty close.
Yeah,
4 hours, maybe 5, something like that.
I'm trying again. You see it in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that thing loading. I'm trying it again.
While Zach's working on that, I could spin the wheel. I think I got the tunes working. I'll share my screen. Hopefully, I don't mess up the sound. Do you think if I just, present and then it should do it?
Yeah.
Slides, video file, share screen. There we go. Okay. I'm not good at this, guys. Ooh.
You'll get it. You'll get there.
How many names did we get?
34. That's pretty darn good.
Let's pick 2.
All right. So share audio checkbox next to the window. Okay. Let's see. Earthworks. I want this one and share audio. Hell yeah. You guys see that?
No.
Yeah, now I can hear one.
There it's going. It's loading. It's loading.
Okay. It's an old laptop. I got it in 2015, you guys. It's a MacBook Air from
No, I had to click a button. That's why.
Okay. All right.
He's even got the logo in the middle of there.
He's got the
I know. I was rolled up, man. I was trying to do it big dog style tonight, you guys.
You sure did.
That's a great job, man.
Let's see if the music. I picked out the good song, the one that I like.
I'm gonna learn how to do this stuff one day.
One day.
You've been saying that for about 2 years.
Yep.
Hey, at least y'all got cover my back. That's all I gotta say.
All right, here we go.
I believe in you, brother.
I try to do the first spin for an Earthworks for Home hose end sprayer of whatever. I think they got 2 different options, don't they, Olee? Or is it which one are we doing here? Is it specific? It's
going to be the hose end sprayer, and I am fairly sure they're going to get 2 per box. So each winner will get a total of 4 containers.
Nice.
2 of them will be the humic acid.
Damn.
And 2 of them will be the 1405.
Okay. All right.
So somebody will be set up with, a total of 4 containers. And like I say, 2 of them will be the humic acid and 2 of them will be liquid fertilizer.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, I'm logged into the Instagram now, so I can pull them up that way, but cool.
So close.
Ooh, Clamrock.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
I know that guy.
Yeah, right. He won a week or so ago, or not a week or so ago, but it's been
cool.
Right on.
Nice.
You ready? If I misspelled your name, I apologize. I was trying to not watch myself type. I'm not the best typer, even though I'm at a desk all day typing. Yeah. All right. So number 2.
Yep.
Here we go.
Dang. Steel cut.
Oh,
Steel cut. You so
man.
Dang.
That's sweet, though.
Dirty spin.
Congrats,
Yeah,
Drew.
If y'all would please message me on Instagram.
Hey, while you got that spin open,
Yeah,
we should do a spin for a guest, too.
Hey.
Do
Okay.
it.
Let's
Do
do it.
Well, spin it,
I like
and then
that.
Wait.
and then the
is next
person will have
week,
to comment.
Is next week a guest, Olee?
Hold on.
I don't remember, sir.
Starts with an S.
No, it's not in the calendar.
Okay, yeah, I think that's later in the month, isn't
Well,
it?
it's not on this month, unless it's not in the calendar.
I don't think it's in the calendar.
No,
Yes.
that's. Are you talking about
I
the
was thinking that was in August.
starts with an S?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that down for August 1st right now.
Yeah.
It's not somebody we've had on recently, just so you guys don't think of. It's not Simple Lawn Solutions, no.
No, we got spin for next week.
All right, let's do
All
it.
right.
Explain
Well,
what
how
you're
do we know these guys want to be on the show?
Well,
Though?
that's
Well,
they
they
can
don't want to
comment.
be. Oh, they don't have to come on.
If
So
they don't
explain
want to, they can say it and they can tell us in the chat. I
All
guess.
right, yeah, I like it. Let's just spin this. That makes them
Explain what you're doing.
forces them
Explain
to
what you're
do it.
doing.
Oh yeah. If you want to just join us on the show next week, come hang out with us, grab a glass, and keep off the grass. Right? Kind of tell us a little bit about your lawn. Tell us about who you are, what you're doing, where you're at, what you're working on, what kind of grass you got, what kind of mower you got. We'd love to learn a little bit about you, your lawn journey, and just kick it with us. Basically, I don't know. Does that sound about right, guys?
Sounds about right.
You got to comment.
Hang out with your wing out. Let's go.
We'll go ahead and spin it, and if you want to join us, great. If you don't,
Just comment.
We'll pass it to the next
Fine.
one.
Here we go.
don't.
You guys hear the music?
Eddie.
Ow. All right,
Hey,
Eddie.
you want to come on the show?
If you let us know in the messages if you want to come on or not. If not, we'll spin it again. Don't get rid of that, Bill.
No, I got it. I got still
Computer
got
with
it.
the camera.
I was about to pull up the hub, but then I was
Yeah,
like, no, better not.
I failed one day and exited out of that. He spun one thing and I exited out of it.
Just waiting on the comment. Accept.
Could
or
you guys hear
decline.
the music in your?
Yeah.
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 Sound like it comes out. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm hearing it coming from my laptop speakers. I'm like, oh crap, that's not working. So I'm sitting here like, okay, make sure you can really hear it. I like this. So I don't know if I was doing anything the whole time.
It worked.
All right, sweet.
Damn, who follows Sky Bree on our Instagram? Phew. Let me get that off of here.
Click on that story.
He said he's
All
camera
right,
shy.
you're a little camera shy. I get it. I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man. All
So
right.
am I after dark. But
Well, here, real quick, is there anybody? Okay, if you put your name in the wheel and you didn't win the wheel, and you don't want to be on the guest next week, just real quick, put it down there. No, thank
Just
you.
spin again. We got to call him out.
Have fun. Yeah, that's
No.
true. All right, let's do it. Okay. I
Is he saying he's good to come on, or he's good he doesn't want to come on?
think he's good to just be in the live chat.
Or he's saying, hey, I'm good to come on. Just let you know I'm a little camera shy though.
Oh well, shoot.
Maybe that's what he's saying.
Okay, we'll be more specific, Eddie.
Eddie, we need accept or decline the invitation.
It must be a fake account. It's probably somebody else.
No, he's been around.
No.
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing.
Our fan base is broad.
You
He's
should
won
try.
a handful of stuff.
Law of the week. Okay, we're just waiting. Well,
Oh wait, do I got to get it back up again?
Yep.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, Bill, you got to give it. You got to give it to me again.
Here we go. Okay, hold on. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if this is working. Here we go.
Spit it again. Have two. Remember the days when we used to have like 12, 14 dudes on here? That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
That was unruly, but it was
like-
I mean, it was crazy, but it was unruly.
episode 1. Like
All right.
14 of us on here.
Yeah, spin again. Let's
Nope.
have 2. Let's have 3. Whatever.
Let's do
Not
it. Boom.
It's got a short skin.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gunter.
Yes, no.
Yeah, buddy. I like meeting new folks.
Let us
Let
know.
us know, man.
All right,
Gunter.
Will,
No.
just type yes or no. Chat
Yay
for
or
us.
nay.
Just type it's a date or
Come on, Billy.
sorry, got plans.
Yeah.
Do you want to hang out with the KOTG crew next week live on YouTube? All right. Olee, what have you been up to?
Yeah,
Talk a little bit about what you've been up to. We know you got
You've been
all
busy.
kinds of shit going on over there.
Going over to the West
Gotta get
Coast.
lights and traveling and
Whew.
Yeah. That was pretty wild getting to go out to see Mountain View firsthand, see the fields, see how they test, see how they, harvest, clean seed, weigh it, goes right in a bag, goes on a pallet, sits in a room, ready to go on a truck. I mean, that's pretty wild.
Did you see any plots that were like ready to get
Yes.
harvested? I mean,
Yes.
how tall is that? How tall are they growing that grass?
That's a good. Well, I don't know if I sent Zach any pictures of that. It's
I'm
a
trying.
good close to probably around 14, 16 inches probably. And, the fields are starting to, they don't mow them. They don't do anything with them. It's there to produce seed.
Yeah.
And, learn a bunch about, how some fields are grown to be really clean, zero weed, zero crop.
Mhm.
And they actually do that with people walking around with backpacks and spot spraying and keeping things clean. Have y'all seen those new automated deals where they're going through the field and the farmers and it's like laser zapping?
Yeah, man. I was just thinking about that. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
with the lasers. I've
They
seen
have
that.
those?
That's a new thing. That's
cool.
That's
brand
Even
new
for
thing.
turf?
It took my job.
No, not for turf, for like producing
Oh.
grass seed and crops and stuff. But that was like the talk then. And so
If anybody would have one of those in their yard, it'd be you, Willie. Just,
I don't need that, man. I'm
That's
pretty
true.
clean.
You're doing all right. So
Like,
they got one of those, or they're getting one of those now to
Yeah.
on some of their fields. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty wild. And, that's one reason, like some of it costs more money. It's just more manpower and stuff. So, but it was a very cool trip. See a lot of people, see their different plots and, it's pretty wild, pretty good experience. I'm glad I got to do that.
Yeah,
Was there something you saw or that they talked to you about or kind of told you that, you were surprised by or anything that obviously it's cool to see how they do it, but there's like, that's crazy. I had no idea, or I never would have guessed, or I don't know, anything surprised you while you're there?
Well, just like, they clean seed and you can't, if it's full of stuff, you can't clean everything out of it. So that's one thing, like learning the fields. Certain fields are what grow the really top tier, I guess, stuff you would say. So that's pretty wild to see that, to know that it's basically grown clean and then it does get cleaned. And then, just all the bins where all the grass seed is stored.
Mm-hmm.
And then, where they mix it, blend it, it comes down the chute, it's weighed, it's in a bag, they're sewing it shut. They had a brand new setup there where they had all the hoppers loaded into it. I mean, and the place runs like 24/7.
Sure.
And so it's pretty wild. And just pallets and pallets and pallets of 365 SS. That's wild to see, because it's got a nice price tag on it. So
I don't doubt it. Yeah.
Sure does.
Did they send you home with I know you just got the Armitage down, but
nah.
take any? Nah. All right.
No.
All right.
I took off out of here. It was hot as piss. Jump on the airplane, ready to rock and roll and get out there. And it was like 48, 52 degrees. So I got some jackets and stuff because I showed up like a moron with camo shorts and T-shirts and
weren't ready for that.
It was cold.
Cooler Washington. Are they in Washington or are they in Oregon? I forget.
It's Oregon.
Oregon. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
So, but it's just, met the whole family out there. It's a big family farm and stuff. And, that was really cool to meet all of them. Super nice people, good people.
That's awesome, man. That's cool that you got to do that.
Yeah. And then to see, you know, you got to see the different plots where they do their testing and they're growing, and so it's pretty wild.
Did you see, like, did they show you, are they working on anything, brewing up anything new, or is there anything on the down low? I mean, you don't have to tell us what it is if there is, but did they?
I'm sure
scoops?
there is always something going.
Something in the works, yeah.
But it takes years from them genetically doing something, growing a handful of seed to where they can seed that seed.
Yeah.
Then it finally produces something that they can grow a field to turn into. I mean,
I guess by the time they're at that point, it's already like in the works.
Yeah.
They've been working on it.
Got to meet the people from like Rutgers.
Cool.
Got to meet what's his name? Munshaw.
Oh, Greg.
Greg.
Munshaw. Yeah.
Greg.
Awesome.
Like meet him in person. He's been on the show, but met him in person, and so it's very neat to see how all that goes through.
Yeah, it's a great trip.
What'd you say?
Will doesn't want it.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
Just the first person that wants to be on the show comment.
Man, why not?
Comments, we take it.
We're a bunch of dumbasses. Like, come on, like.
Kenneth said he's ready. Right there, he's in the comments. Kenneth, he said, "I'm here."
All right. Am I sharing? Can you guys see this? I don't know if no. Okay, hold on.
Servando wants to come on.
We should have Servando. What was he? He was saying something about early harvest. I don't know. Does he work in the seed industry, Servando? What do you do, man?
Yeah, he was on our show, man.
That's what's his name?
Yeah, shit, that's right. Yeah, Burger Seed. Okay, fuck. I'm
Burger
okay.
International.
Sorry, guys. Don't be demonetize us.
That's why I told him to come back on.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Am I sharing yet? Now am I sharing?
Zach's probably got to hit a button.
Yeah, I had to finger it real quick.
There we go. Hey, there we go. I can see it. Okay. Here we go.
You said he's hurt, though.
I know. I'm sorry. Man, he comes on all the time anyway. I mean, he can come on, but we should.
He can come on. He's on. He's pretty much like a cast member, but he can come on next week. But do one more with Drunk Long Guy.
All right.
Justin,
I say we have Drunk Long Guy. I'd say we have Justin and Servando on.
Sure.
Oh, he just left.
He has no idea.
He just said he left. Oh wait, no, he's still here. You're asking, all right.
All right, that's a good one.
We hung with him at GIE.
Cool.
All right.
But yeah, Yardhard was saying something beautiful out there. The sky out there is crazy, man. It's too bad you can't see those pictures in the mountains.
I'm trying to load them still. It's taking forever.
The skylines and the
you guys had.
It is wow.
I got pictures of your lawn loaded up. Yeah, it's saying that there's issues with the file every time the only ones I can get are.
Yeah.
Those lights look crazy.
Man, I love it.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah.
I love it.
Turned out really good. It just adds like a level of like majesty to the property, I think.
But it's just neat. I mean, it's nice.
It's like if you're driving home late at night from like a long road trip or something, and you come in, you see your house, you're like, yeah, buddy, I'm home. That's nice.
Yeah.
You
have them in the back? Did you put them around the back too?
Yes, they go around the back. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I bet that's nice when it's dark out in the pool.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm out kicking around, walking around. I mean, it's nice to come home and the place is not a dungeon. I had some landscape lighting, and it all came from like Lowe's, but it is slowly just kicking the bucket and dying. And there's like 5 of them working after all the years, and all of this is LED, super low voltage. All the connections are soldered, crimped and heat shrink. Sorry, not soldered, crimped and heat shrink, and
not going anywhere.
No, I mean it's waterproof. It's going to last. I don't know. It's amazing. I love it.
So, can you sleep at night with all that light?
Hell yeah,
man! I feel like
we got blackout curtains.
Do you?
Yeah,
still, even with the blackout, I feel like that'd be peeking through.
It's not really shining in the windows. It's like casted up the walls. But it's.
Are they on a timer?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've got 2 transformers that communicate with each other. And see, I still got to do all that retaining wall. That's going to be wicked when that's finally done because it's got lights every 15 feet shadowing down. So still a lot of project here, but.
Are you, can you do the different colors and stuff
no,
for like the holidays and stuff?
No, that would be cool. They have that option. It's just more money.
Sure. Yeah.
But, I like to have them lights like my buddy Lucky Green Stripe all around the boxing and all. And that would be wicked. But
Nate, I want to go to your profile and try to show some of this off because I'm looking at it and you are looking really good. Sucks I can't show these pictures off, but they're all like 25 megabytes a piece. Must be because those stripes makes it.
I know. You got to have a big old file.
I just tried to look up the wrong stripe life, though.
Oh God, that's an insult.
Oh no.
I searched it and it came up.
Them pictures are put on a keychain.
Hey, you got a hat.
Yeah, Olee though. We had to look at your lawn, but yeah, that shit's looking good, man.
Oh yeah. You posting up some crazy ass drone photos too.
Yeah, the pictures you sent me just now, it's too hard to load them up that easy, but they look real good too.
See, I want my lawn to look uniform. I don't have a uniform.
That's my only issue right now is I got some nuts edge.
Some nuts to pop.
Yep. And,
I got a couple popping up too. I just ordered some sedge hammer, so
I wanted to show that picture of you with that big nut sedge in your hand.
That was out in Oregon at this garden, like a bunch of flowers, and I was with Bruce, and I was like, dude, that right there's actually a hot spot right there. That was the biggest nut sedge I've ever seen. It was as big around as my damn middle finger.
Well, I'll get it pulled up for next week. I'll figure out how to compress them.
It was like almost 4 foot tall. I mean, it was insane. But see, like, I've got some nut sedge here, and I hate it. But this time of year, it's thriving. And if you don't slow it down, there's another hot spot.
Dang,
that's where my rock is. And what the problem is, that's only got about 6 inches of dirt. And that rock, is about 100 and some feet long and probably 40 foot wide. And it goes to the other side of the road. I'm at 3. If he's asking about cut height, I'm at 3.5. And the other I won't disclose. I can actually read a tape measure. But anyway,
so if you weren't, what do you do to try to help counteract that? Because I recognize something kind of like that on my own lawn. Mine seems to be more dispersed, but I got spots that look really dark, kind of like that, but they don't look healthy. What is? I'm wondering
what that is. What's going on right there? If you were to walk up to that, when the blade is, hydrated, the grass blade is wide like this, and what that is the blade is starting to curl. As it curls, it gives off, that dark sheen or whatever.
Okay.
But all I got to do is put water in that.
Would you mute yourself?
You won't even know it tomorrow. Me?
Okay. Water it in good and soak it in. Okay.
I mean, you won't even know it tomorrow. But the bad thing is when it gets this hot, that rock actually passes under the road to the other side, and there's no grass on the other side. So the sun shines on that side, and the heat just comes back over here. That should have had a foot of dirt on it, and it wouldn't have been a problem. But then it wouldn't mow as nice, like when I started grading.
So Nate, this set domination right here you're talking about, this one you sent me.
Bonkers.
I sent you. That's from like yesterday, I think it was.
So long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Good, I wish I had those pictures. Next week
we'll looking real good.
I mean, shoot, we can even do the same thing next week, really. But I can try to figure out how to compress some photos. But your other side, yeah, it's interesting how your other side's using Pro Pete and watering a little bit, and how much better they look than this side.
Yeah, and just how far it's come along the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So, because theirs looked like this before, and
I was going to ask you, how often are you mowing?
Like 3 times a week, man.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Growing like crazy. Yeah, I was actually.
Dang.
I mowed Sunday, and I could have mowed tonight, but I'll probably
Iowa soil, man.
Shit.
But so you're just taking off a little bit with each mow, right? I mean, you could probably or not. I mean, is it visibly like if you were to just stop halfway, you could really see like shit, that guy just gave up?
Probably. I mean, I'm probably cutting off. I don't know, half an inch at least.
An inch, yeah.
At least.
Shit. Okay.
At least half an
You are
inch.
getting some growth, man. Shit. I'm just.
Go to the next picture, Zach. The middle one there.
Yeah.
Oh. Hold on, Sky Bree was loading up.
Yeah, so I mean,
Look at those stripes, dude.
so it's striping well. Color's looking good.
Yeah.
The tree line looks nice too in the back. Like I know you always you bitch about knowing that hill, but man, it looks really good.
Good.
Call him out, man. Call him out. We're gonna get him a set of high heels with cleats on them. Maybe he can know that here.
I have cleats. That's what I have to wear,
Maybe
man.
they're not high heels.
My football cleats. Actually, I gave up mowing the hill this year, so I only mow up about 10, 12 foot, and then I let it go this year. So there's like probably 40 foot high. It's just not.
So what'd you drop on 4th of July?
That was the 11-11-11 Pro Pete. So
Right on.
yeah.
Is that coming through clear on your guys' screen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks fine.
It's kind of little.
Yeah, it looks a little bit faded.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's
Is that reverse cowgirl hat or is that the natural hat?
That was my 4th of July hat. It's got a little American flag around it.
Okay,
So-
I'll be quiet. Does it got a bottle opener built into it? Never mind. Yet beer you drink.
Those
it.
calf muscles, man.
Yeah.
Phew, look at those legs.
Where at?
Yeah.
Dude, you had the little the beard on like nice and tight there on the jawline. I liked it, man. You get ready to party.
You got your boy out there videoing?
No,
Wow.
that was my daughter that did that one.
Really?
Yeah.
You did a pretty good job, man.
Actually, that's what I found. Like I've had each of my kids kind of just take the GoPro and do whatever because like what you think of like a good angle and everything, they're gonna think completely differently. So there's times where I just give it to them and say, "Hey,
unique,
like just videotape me like mowing," and like I'll get some stuff. I'm like, "Oh, that's actually pretty cool."
The thing is, they don't care, so they just rolling with it, and it's natural.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Like when I did a whole bunch of my soil probe stuff, I just had my daughter follow me around, just run the GoPro and follow me around. And like literally, like when I went to edit it, I'm like, damn, like this is actually some good angles. Like she'd come up behind me and like spin around, and it was actually like, pretty good. But
yeah, my oldest is kind of into it. He wants to get out there and help me, and I think he likes to get to play with the camera as like a toy or whatever. You know, he doesn't care so much about anything I do, but he likes getting out there. But I try to get him, like the wife and I, when we're going on a date or whatever, we want to have like a picture of us before we go out. So he's there with like the phone. And like, for some reason, my 7-year-old is shaky as all get out. And
there
he like the phone.
GIE picture.
So he can do good video, but not.
Man, I'm ready.
There it is.
I'm ready.
There's the GIE picture. The infamous GIE picture right there.
Yep.
It's gonna be
so Nate, you said you were 99.5% sure you're going, right? Is that that was the percent I think we agreed on?
All depends on work, so we'll see.
Right.
It is a tough time with work, but I did request it off. I got approved off, but it's always subject to change, so we'll see.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I'm going. I'm in 100%.
Yeah, I definitely want to go, so I plan on going.
Awesome. Brent, I know you got stuff going on. You're not going to make it this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not, because we're going to Disney a couple weeks after that. So I don't know if I can swing it.
We can still do an episode live somewhere.
Yeah,
some FaceTiming or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. There's a slim chance I still might be able to make it, but I'm not going to commit to it at this point. I might have to pull Olee and sleep on somebody's sofa.
Hey man,
roll in the morning, sleep on somebody's sofa.
I'm sure I owe you. So
wake y'all up.
Yeah. Yeah, Olee owes you for that.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know.
It was a whole lot better than trying to sleep across the front of my truck seat. I'll promise you that. But what I don't understand is I didn't want to wake y'all up, so I laid there for 2 hours. And as soon as I opened the damn door, both of y'all were laughing. How?
We just probably it was like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning when you came in.
I was there at 6. I showed up at 4. I laid in the parking lot across the seat till 6, and I couldn't take it no more.
Yep.
But as soon
well, boys, what do you say we wrap it up here?
Wrap it up.
Yeah, man, this was fun.
Hour and 20 minutes.
Good episode back, after a little break.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll see you next week with some guests and just some more.
Next week, we're going to have the president, Drunk Lawn Guy, maybe somebody else. Who knows?
Getting close to college football season. Getting pumped.
That's cool. It is a cool shirt.
Yeah, I like that.
Boom.
All right. Peace.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you.